If these two cars were on a road trip, which one of the two of them could get in and out of a Buc-ee's faster? That, across the street from us, is a Buc-ee's. If you're not from Texas or anywhere else in the South, you are going to be a little bit confused. It is a travel stop that is the size of a Walmart. It has how many gas pumps would you say?
Gotta be in the like near 40 or 50, right?
And these are like almost destination travel stops, at least here in Texas they are. People look forward to their stops at Buc-ee's. Well, within the last year, they've filled up a bunch of Tesla superchargers, as well as a handful of CCS plugs in some of these Buc-ee's lots. We are going to try something here, and let me explain what we're gonna do. So here's where I got the idea for this. A couple of weeks ago, I was looking for a podcast to listen to, and I found a Clean Tech Talk podcast from back in February on EV myths versus reality and confusion. And in the middle of that podcast, the guest brought up that with the charging infrastructure the way that it is right now, especially for road trips, at a place like a Buc-ee's, which I just showed you, it's possible that a Tesla could fill up faster at a Buc-ee's than an internal combustion engine car could, given what you're going to do at a Buc-ee's. Because when you go into a place like Buc-ee's, you don't just get gas, get in the car, and go. Buc-ee's advertises how clean their restrooms are. They've got all kinds of snacks and meal foods and drinks and souvenirs. People go and they walk around a little bit. And so the thought was you'd park the gas car, fill up, move from the gas pump, then go inside, go to the bathroom, get what you were going to get back out to the car, and then you go back on the road to resume your trip. Well, I've got John here. Let's make sure that you're in camera. This is our son, John. He is the owner of this. What year is this?
It's a 2004.
2004 Honda Civic, and it's really about the most convenient internal combustion engine vehicle in our family that we could use.
It's the only one.
Basically, that's not a motorcycle. And so what we're going to do is we're going to time it and to see how long it takes us to do these things. So here's how it's here's how the rules are going to be. So that driveway over there where that Toyota Tundra is, John's going to point it out for us.
I'm pointing.
That is where our timer is going to start. We're going to start the time from crossing that threshold, kind of like what that Accord just did. For the Honda, we're going to pull up to the gas pumps. We're going to get pay for a tank of gas by running a credit card, and then once it's full, move the car to a parking spot so we're not blocking a pump. The pumps look kind of crowded. Go in, and then John is going to go to the bathroom. The camera's not going to go in there. And then get a fountain drink and something to munch on. Walk out to the car, and then we'll stop the timer as the car comes across that driveway. Then for the Tesla, we'll go to the superchargers, which are right here. Plug in, and yes, the superchargers are closer than the gas pumps, but we got to walk from the superchargers to the Buc-ee's, so it's going to balance out. We'll plug the car in, go in, I'll go to the bathroom with no camera, get a drink and a snack, come out, and if the car is able to continue the trip, then we will leave the Buc-ee's and stop the timer when we come out of that driveway. So John, tell us where your car is on fuel right now.
So right now, I'm about 250 miles into this tank. I typically get about 30 miles a gallon, and it's a 13-gallon tank. So I'd say that I'm probably at about 30 or 40% state of charge. If you want the exact number, it's 255.4. Just for comparison's sake.
Now, the amount of miles that John just said that his car is used is about the maximum that this car can have in this Tesla Model 3. Right now, I've got 41 miles of projected range, and I am at a 16% state of charge battery reading. So this car does need power. Now, this would not necessarily, this test, I already know, guys, if we pile these up, because the Tesla's going to have to stop more often, the Honda is going to beat it in the road trip. This is a comparison of just one stop on that road trip. So, not trying to say that it's anything more than that. What we're going to do is we're going to program in a route into the Tesla so that we know how much further away we need to go. This Buc-ee's that we're at is right across the highway from Texas Motor Speedway, north of Fort Worth, Texas. And we were thinking of a destination that we could go to, and we decided that we were going to try Corpus Christi. So there's a really nice seafood restaurant down in Corpus Christi called Pier 99. So I'm going to pull up Pier 99's address and put that into the Tesla navigation. As you can see, 41 miles, 16%. So I'm going to tap navigate up here and put in the address of Pier 99 in Corpus Christi. I didn't spell shoreline right.
I was about to say, you told me shoreline doesn't have an E in it?
It does have an E in it. Let's try spelling it right. And still not bringing me Corpus Christi. There we go, Shoreline Boulevard. So the first charge stop is the one that's right across the street from us. So that one doesn't count. I'm gonna have to do these two. So yeah, 2 charge stops versus 1 fuel stop. And for that reason, the Honda would get to Pier 99 in Corpus faster. But this is a total of, if I look at the navigation that I pulled up on the phone, if I say directions from Google Maps, there we go. It is 402 miles. So that is outside of the range of either one of these vehicles.
That's right.
So we fill up here and you'll have to make at least 1 more stop and I'll have to make 2. So that's the route that we're gonna plug in. We're gonna say how far that we've gotta go. This says it's gonna need 30 minutes of charge at this to get to the next supercharger in Waco. So now we're gonna get our baseline. We're gonna get into the Honda, go across the street, and go through all the steps of filling up at a Buc-ee's. So who do you think's gonna win?
I think the Honda's absolutely gonna win. The Tesla is just gonna barely have the edge in getting the charging started, and that edge is only gonna be 1 or 2 minutes, I think. And it's just gotta charge for so much longer.
All right, well, let's head over and let's see where we're at.
There's only one way to find out. This car has some self-driving capabilities.
Called coasting.
That's right.
And here we go. And start.
Okay.
There is our timer on the starting line.
I'm on the clock. Don't panic. It would be polite, I think, to skip the diesel pumps.
Probably. I just gotta find a pump.
Yeah, I think
that one's out of order.
Now this actually might be the equalizing factor.
Exactly. Look at the crowd. I told you, this is a destination travel stop. People stop here whether they need to or not. And this was not planned. What side of the car is your fuel door?
The left.
That's on your driver's side, okay.
That's right. Here? Behind the Toyota?
Oh, no, that's a Dodge.
All right, try this on for size. Just reach around.
Okay, so we'll try that and we'll see what's up. All right, we're at a fuel pump and right now we are at 1 minute and 15 seconds as I get out of the car. You wanna see if the pump will reach?
Could do it on the Del Sol, but I don't think on this car, no.
No, maybe turn around?
Yeah, I could do that, but I was thinking about going in backwards, but I just thought it was too insane in the Buc-ee's parking lot.
Let's have you just do a quick turnaround. Now, this is going to be one of the things that people are going to say, well, you wouldn't always have to do this. Well, no, but we'd have had to drive around and maybe even wait for a pump. So right now we're at a pump and let's get this thing going. He just popped the fuel door. I'm going to go ahead and get the card in. Processing, please wait, please wait. Leave card inserted, remove card. All right, you are good to go. So you can remove the handle, select a grade, and you figure you need what, about 8 gallons?
Yep.
Gas is $2.89.9 here.
That is so much cheaper than in the city. Okay, what happened?
I don't know.
It's
Pump just clicked off.
It's just like charging your EV. Sometimes things just go wrong.
Maybe pull the nozzle out a little bit.
Okay, yeah, could be.
One of the things about filling up a gasoline-powered car is you have to stay at the pump the whole time. But one of the advantages of filling up a gasoline-powered car is you get a roof. So if it were raining, well, we'd probably be getting rained on because the roof is there. But
that's all right.
We have a little bit of shade, we have a little bit of shelter.
I'm not made of sugar. You can stand in the rain. So we're actually getting gasoline now.
Yes, we are. It's actually flowing.
I think this will show pretty definitively, because it's like, if the Honda is still faster after
this, yeah.
Yeah, we have had an unusually long fuel stop. Now it's only about 2 minutes longer, I think, than normal, but
well, I can always look at the timer and see where it was. All right.
That seems about right.
That is clicked off. We're looking at, I'll let you get the gas pump in there. $21.51, 7.420 gallons. Let you go ahead and move the car. All right, so you're out. Let's go ahead and get a drink.
Yes, let's get a drink. Delicious in-house beverages. This video is not sponsored.
Ooh, a little bit of extra foam, but that happens with root beer from time to time.
We love a little bit of foam. Where's the lid zone?
The lids are back here.
Amazing. They really thought of everything. I like to get like a brisket sandwich.
Brisket sandwiches are right over here.
Very great for the road. All right.
Get the sliced brisket sandwich. All right, so now we'll go check out.
Yep.
Place is kind of hopping today.
Well, I have definitely seen it worse. It was definitely worse than this on like spring break.
Here you go. And when we get to your car, we'll see where we're at time-wise. Actually,
that's right. It's been running. It was at about 5 minutes when I got out to get to right here.
I got a notification from my watch that said I left my phone in the car.
Oh, great.
And so now we're backing out of the Buc-ee's. This traffic may figure into it also.
Mm-hmm. This is one of those things, you're gonna have to deal with this every time you go to a Buc-ee's. Come on, baby. There we go.
But yeah, there's a couple of gas pumps that are out of order. You can tell with the trash bags on the nozzles. She used the force. She put her hand out, and it worked. The car stopped.
Amazing. Couldn't have possibly been anything else.
Definitely wouldn't have been anything else. She's a Jedi, man. All right, here we go, here we go. Getting ready to cross the threshold. Basically, as soon, you know what, that'll do. Right there, stopped at the stop sign, boom. 14 minutes, 18.87 seconds.
Ooh, it's a serious time to beat.
That's our baseline, 14 minutes, 18.87 seconds. How confident are you in your time?
I'm pretty confident, especially since the charge time said it needed to be 30 minutes. Oof. It's a pretty big difference.
What John doesn't know is I just finished a road trip in that car and it overestimates the charge time. So we'll see exactly where we're at. But if we get out back to the car and it says it's ready to go, we're gonna go. Now it says 20 minutes is how long it'll need to plug.
It's a lot closer.
All right, here we go. Here is the threshold. Start the clock. I'm right over here. All right, let's go. Plugged in. Got my phone, let's go into the Buc-ee's.
That was a lot faster.
That's where the Tesla's already gonna have an advantage. It's fueling up, and I don't have to stay by it while it's filling up. It says it can continue the trip in 13 minutes.
Ooh, may have me beat that.
I don't know, we'll see.
You'll see, it'll be close. I think that's a result, right? Like,
well, I mean, maybe. We gotta go through all of this and then see if the car's ready to go when I'm done.
Absolutely, but if it works out like we're expecting, like it says it will, then I think that's like a significant result, because if they're even close, then that goes a really long way.
It does, and that's why I wanted to see if what that guy said in that podcast was reality. So we're testing it to see. And the problem is, because of the location of the superchargers, I've got to walk in from the side of the building. I have a lot more distance to travel before I get to the restrooms. So you got a medium, I will do the same. Of course, I'm going with Dr. Pepper though, because it's Texas. I always have to get beaver chips. These are like the homemade potato chip things. And since I have to go out the store this way, there are registers over here, so I'm going to go through these registers.
Yeah, and then we don't have to weird out the lady that we saw before by coming through here twice.
Yeah, well, we'll just weird out other people. Now we're going to see if we have to wait.
Yeah.
With the Honda, we did not have to wait at all because, you know, the car was ready before we went into the store. But especially with the crowd that we had at the gas pumps, it would have just been super rude to leave the car parked at the gas pump while we went inside to take care of this stuff, right?
Honestly, I don't even think we lost that much time to move in the car.
Not really, because it was just right across the street, right across the driveway. So we're gonna get back to the car and maybe have a little bit of time to munch on some of our stuff. Fans are going super hard right now.
It is June.
7 minutes to go, it says. So it says right now we're getting 118 kilowatts. We have 7 minutes remaining to continue the trip. Right now we'd get to the supercharger in Abbott, Texas, just outside of Waco, -6. So we got to get that 6% plus the buffer. We're still getting 111 kilowatts. The car says it's going to need 3 more minutes to charge, and right now our time is at 12 minutes and 33 seconds. Oh, 2 minutes. So I'm going to be ready. As soon as that thing says it's ready to go, I'm going to unplug and we're going to get out of here because this is going to be close. I'd have charged for just a little bit more at home, maybe. But that's not supposed to be. This is the last road trip I did, having about 16%, 15 to 16% on my battery is about what I rolled into superchargers on that road trip in, you know, real world conditions. And yesterday, on that road trip, we didn't have to wait for the car at all. We've had to wait for the car here a little bit. It said it still had 7 minutes to go when we got in the car, and it clicked down to 6 pretty quick. It says we get to this next supercharger with, there's 10%. I could technically leave right now, but I'm going to wait till the car says it's ready to continue the trip. If I left right now, we'd beat you by less than a minute, but oh, there's 1 minute to go. Got 11% buffer now, but I'm waiting for the car. I know I could go, so all you Tesla owners who like to do out-of-spec style road trips, I know I could go right now, but I'm waiting for the car, so that's an official thing. Someone who's a new Tesla owner, if they know anything, they'll know that they need to listen to the car. Here, we're coming up on your time right now. Because you were, what, 1418?
I think so.
And there's 1418 right there. So, if we remembered the time correctly, the Honda did win.
It's a 13% buffer.
Calculating, it's calculating, it's getting ready to go. Got my door open. Come on, give me the message, give me the message. There we go.
Charging complete.
Charging complete. Drive. And we stopped at the stop sign. Stop timing at the stop sign. Gonna be right now. 15:21.37. 15 minutes, 21.37 seconds. So that is just a hair over a minute slower than the Honda was.
It's pretty close, all things considered.
So let's get back around by your car and wrap this thing up. So the Honda won.
Just by a little bit.
By 1 minute and 3 seconds, which for road trip time, that's pretty close. If it was an F1 qualifying time, oh, long way.
That would be abysmal. They wouldn't let you race.
That's a terrible lap. But so it was within a minute, and I could have, I got to that 10% buffer and could have unplugged then. But to be fair, I was waiting until the car told me that the charge was complete, and at that point it was 15 minutes. So John, what are your thoughts on this experiment?
Well, I think it's a lot closer than I expected, and it's certainly close enough that it's really not a huge difference. Honestly, one way or the other, I think you're not losing that much time in this situation. Plus, doing the EV was a lot more convenient. Didn't have to jockey with as much traffic or, you know, fuel pump issues that we had, but you know, you have charger issues sometimes, so I think it comes out in the wash. But hey, it was pretty close, all things considered.
After that charge stop, the car now has 151 miles of range. So we picked up about 110 miles of range, and we're now at a 59% state of charge. I look at my charging history, and that charge cost $9.45, which sounds like a substantial savings compared to what we put into your gas tank. But as you mentioned, you have more miles in that gasoline than I do in this charge, and I'm going to have to stop one more time on this, 2 more times on this theoretical road trip. You're going to have to stop 1 more time.
That's right.
So I still believe that we would spend a little bit less money on this car, but it wouldn't be substantial. Now the trick is, can you make it 400 miles plus? Well, you're way younger than me, with only 1 brake.
No. Youth aside, I can't do a drive like that.
So you would take that additional brake in there anyway, and we might catch up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Rather than spend 2 entire days and a lot of money to test this thing out, we're just going to call this. It's close. The Honda did win. We'll call it close. If you found this video entertaining, give us a like. If you have anything else you'd like me to test out, put it down in the comments, and subscribe. We'll have more content coming out. Thanks for watching.